Hey guys, Kev here, and I am going to do a disassembly video for you. So this is the Giantmouse GM or GM2, and as you can see, it's got a horrible detent. It does flick okay. So the detent is like okay for the reverse flick, but just terrible for the flipper. I don't know if it's just really dirty. It looks like it. This is from Casey. He loaned it in. So I was thinking we could take a look inside. He approved this and see what's going on. It does look like a spinning situation. So I'm going to grab the stubby driver because, as we learned last time, the balisong thing does not work very well. So T8. And when I say balisong thing, I mean this base that's supposed to hold a bit, and then you can lay your knife on top if you have a spinning pivot. And I scratched the shit out of my knife doing that. So obviously I'm not going to use that on somebody else's knife. I prefer to hold the stubby like this, hold this like this, and then I can rotate the screw out. And that seems to work really well. So that's my method. You all can have your own. Oh, T6 coming right up. So I got my Get Good screwdrivers. Shout out to them. This is the Screw Preem medium size with the revolver base, and then I have the Poseidon's Kiss titanium version right here. And then I have the stubby driver there from Weha. All of these tools are in my description of every video. If you want to pick them up, there's links to either Amazon or Get Good Screw or wherever I happen to get the tools or lubricant or whatever. So let's just put these in order because I don't know if they're going to be a size thing here. So far, they look the same. I believe this knife was made in Italy, not Riyadh. So, okay, we lost our stop pin. Okay, we lost it. Oh, goodness gracious. We have steel caged steel bearings. This is just sad. It's a sad day for me, folks. Look at these. These are nice race washers, though. So I don't know if I could replace these if I tried, but I might. I might. For my buddy, I might do it. But I don't know if I could even get that washer. I guess I don't need to get the washer out, do I? Yeah, I can't flip it. Look at this. That is gnarly. Yeah, this is an older knife, folks. Grab a cloth. Some alcohol. There was some... I don't think he's ever taken this apart. So... this could help. Some kind of grease in there. Pivot is not coming out. Okay. I mean, unless I can rotate it. Yeah, there we go. Guess I don't really need it to come all the way out. Can I get the washer out? Nope. Okay. All right. Doesn't matter. It's clean and everything, so let's pop it back in. So this liner is very interesting to me. It's like got no spring at all. That's probably why it's got that detent, but it's also like the... Let me just make sure I put this aside. Is that a washer? Hold on. Where did this come from? Uh-oh. There's only one, though. that a pivot collar? No. What the hell is that? Was it there? That would be weird. All right, we'll figure it out, obviously. Here's the back spacer. So this says Vox Anso. Oops. Made in Italy. There we go. Okay. Carbon fiber, obviously. The clip is kind of loose. So that was something I wanted to try to address if I could. This liner's obviously popping out, but I tried tightening that. And it's spinning, obviously, because there's a barrel. I have vice grips. Let's grab the old Leatherman Crunch. Casey, probably cringing right now. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna need the cloth because I don't want to mar it. Obviously. Could try tape as well, but let's just see if we can't. Okay. I think it's just spinning in there. Yeah, it's just spinning. I can't get a good grip on it. Let me try tape. I'll also give up at some point because I really don't want to mess with his knife too much, but I do want to try if I can to help. So let's see. Okay, I got tape nicely around there. Okay, cool. All right. We are much better now. It's still not perfect, but I might be able to get a little more on there, but I don't want to go too far, you know what I mean? Maybe a tiny mark on there, but probably worth it. I mean, I guess that's up to Casey to decide, but anyway. I'll leave the tape on there for now, if I can. I don't know if I can, actually. Can I get this? See if you can get it closed with tape on it. That would be interesting. Because that's one thing about vice grips, you guys know, is they scratch shit up. So it's nice to have tape on them. Yeah, look at that. And I could cut that tape down a little bit if I wanted to. So, tighten this down. Yeah, they don't want to necessarily stay closed, but there you go. And I don't even think we did anything to this, to be honest. Nah, it might be a little scratch. Sorry. But it's not going to affect anything. So, all right. Let's see. I just, who wants a, you know, who wants a loose clip? This is number 27, by the way, which is pretty cool. All right. Still a tapper. I was thinking about taking it off and bending it, but I'm not going that far. I'm sure Casey appreciates me not going that far, so. Where the hell did that come from, is my question. So, do I put the stock bearings back in? I think I do. I think if I know Casey, he's going to want his stock bearings, so just going to leave that. It's going to fall out every time. Take a little bit of KPL heavy. Keep it in place. Yeah. All right, let's clean these off. Oh God, you see that? There's like gloop inside of them. Okay, I don't know, man. I might swap these out. It doesn't have to be, hold on. It doesn't have to be skiffs. I mean, it could be, but I might as well try them, right? Let's see. Probably gonna be 6mm on this, but let's see. These are all 3/16, 5. 6mm, 1/16, and then 1/4 inch might be good too. 1/4 inch, 1/16. Those do not look. Maybe. Those are older, but they could work. Another option would be Delrins, which are slimmer, because these might be slim bearings. So Delrins could work. I don't know if I have 1/4 inch Delrins. Yes, I do. Okay. And I have Gillians. So let's see. Might have to try a couple, but we'll see. Somebody did give me a good tip the other day. They were like, instead of just testing shit, which is usually what I do, you could just take your calipers and measure. If I take this and measure the balls, see, it's hard to measure the balls with this, with the tape on it, but 0.059. I can get it to do that, so let's try those. All right. So it's definitely a 1/16 size. So if you drop this on, you can see it's massive on that. So 6mm is not right. But 1/4 inch is bigger, isn't it? Let me separate those. Let's see. Oh, you can see how loose it is on the bearing. That's interesting. Or on the pivot. Look at that. That is, I hate that, honestly. So here's the 6mm on top of that. They are pretty much identical, right? This is the 1/4 inch. 1/4 inch seems to be a little bit bigger, so I would probably go with the 6mm. Let me just see how they fall in terms of the track. might work in there. They might run on the race. Okay, so let's just give it a shot here, guys. Now, I can't do anything about the detent, really, other than me trying to, you know, I cleaned it out, obviously. Let me take a Q-tip, just clean out the detent hole. You can see there's a good little indent there, right where the detent falls in. I don't know what that does, but I'm just saying it's there. All right. Oh, stop pin. And I got to figure out what the brass, that's a locator, I guess. Or no, maybe this was the locator. And this, nope. Nope, okay. I have no idea what that brass thing does, though. There's your stop. Was this just on my... Oh, I know what this is. I'm an idiot. This is not from his knife. Fuck, jeez, Kev. I almost, like, tried to find a way to put that in the knife. That's from my spinners. It's a shim. I had that stuff all out when I was selling something, and I must have dropped one onto the desk, or onto the mat. But I noticed it after I took that knife apart, so I was like, oh, it must be part of that. Okay, good thing I figured that out. Okay, we got a problem. Yep, okay. Good thing we figured that out now. They don't fit. Okay, got it. Come on. Okay. These are too big for the pocket. So this is the 1/4 inch. Where's the 6mm bag? 1/4 inch. This one. There it is. Put these back. Oops. These are too big for the pocket. Check this one. They just fit. Should be fine. Okay. And they fit there. Okay. 1/4 inch is a little bit bigger, but it should work. Surprised the overall diameter is different. 1/4 inch OD 0.42, and this one is 0.42. What? Hold on. Huh. Weird, right? Uh-oh. Come on. So, for some reason, that just doesn't want to... The tolerance is that tiny of a difference, I guess. I don't know. Not sure. These are... probably... They have a good amount of room. This might be the move. I might try those first. My only concern would be that they wouldn't tighten down, you know? Let's give these a shot. Sorry, I know you guys are probably like, what the hell? I don't want to take the knife apart 5 times, so I'm just trying to get the best option right away if I can. So there we go. All right. Let's see what happens, folks. Is there no liner on this side? Interesting. So what I'll do is I'll take this screw. Gotta make sure it works before I do anything, really. So I'm not gonna tighten the shit out of these. Okay. Try to give myself some space here. Lots of play there. And I noticed what is that? Hold on, let me just... Okay, so that's tight. It's pretty much dead centered. No play. Good. A little bit of... I don't know what that is. It's not hitting the backspacer, I know that. It sounds like it, though. Must be something hitting the... Because the stop pin's there. I don't know. Maybe I just never noticed that before. Action is great on these bearings. I mean, very smooth. Centered. Is it the clip tapping? No. So let me do this just to be safe. We can test the old bearings and just see. I just don't like having the gloop in there, you know. Seems like this liner just doesn't like to be seated, which is not a good sign, obviously. Okay. Get that out of there. Put this back here. Looks like it worked with that track, so... centered. Yeah. Just got a little bit of something. I don't know what that is. And that tip, man, it's right there. Yeah, it gets you too. Look at that. You can grab that tip so easy. Why doesn't that sit lower? Stop pin's in, right? Could be the stop pin. Action's about the same. So I'll probably just leave it because I'm guessing Casey's going to prefer stock, which makes perfect sense. But maybe not. I don't know. But there's no reason to use them if nothing feels different, you know. They have those really nice race washers in there, which is what is making it so smooth. But at the same time, there's that detent lash. Put all that away in a second. So, yeah, the only thing I'd like to try would be to rotate the stop pin to see if it does anything about this. But it's not bad. I have to literally pull on it. So I'm just going to leave it alone. It was Loctited, but I think I will leave it. Because, again, I don't think Casey's going to want me to super glue his knife. And, yeah, I guess I'm making more work for him because he's got to Loctite it if he wants it Loctited. But he also is not going to have it super glued, which he might not want. So I don't want to. But look at that. Good action. Dead centered. It's all cleaned up. Good to go. Nice and clean. And no wiggle in the clip anymore. So you got that, but it is a tapper. And that's because you can see it's not touching the scale. So what you'd have to do is take the clip off and bend it down, which is what I would do if it was mine, but it's not. And it's not a bad knife. Like right there, you can see when I go to reverse flick it, you get enough leverage to fire it. Like it is very good at reverse flicking. But somehow it just, what I think it is, and this makes sense, is if you look at the pivot, the flipper tab is equal to or below the pivot. It's actually slightly below the pivot, which means you get less leverage. When a flipper tab is up here, like say the FSD, when the flipper tab is up here, it's above the pivot, so you get way more leverage on it. Just, you know what I mean? Like, it's science, people. That's why Vero invented that, basically. I think he invented it. Somebody might have done it before. But when you have a flipper tab this low, it doesn't matter how big it is. You don't have that leverage. Now, obviously, you can just pop it, and it's fine. You can push button it, and it's fine. But somebody who's picky like me, you're going to want to... Man, that reverse flick is money, though. So I see why Casey really likes this. Comfortable in hand, good choil. Nice blade. I think he won it or something, which is cool. Dead center. Just cool knife overall. Let me just check the screws on this side. We didn't mess with these at all. Everything feels nice and tight. There we go. Pivot screws good. Nice scale material, too. They did a great job milling this carbon fiber. What I don't like is how hollow it feels. You know? Sometimes having a liner is nice, you know? I don't know. But it is cool. Let's see if we got rid of this. Yeah, look at that. It's gone. Just a little bit but it's normal now. Feels normal. I think maybe I just had to tighten everything up. So... there you go. That's the GM2, I think it's called, from Giantmouse, made in Italy. I think it's an older knife, probably like 4 or 5 years old. And I want to say thank you to Casey for letting me check this out. I may include it in a rapid review session, but this might be the last time you see this knife on the channel. And yeah, I'm glad I got to check it out. So there we go. Let me know what you guys think down below. Sorry for all the clumsiness, but that's how it goes. And love you guys. Hope you have an absolutely fantastic day, and I will catch you later.